Have you ever heard a song and wondered how just a few words or notes could hold so much power? Have you ever heard a song that transported you to a different time, place, or feeling? Have you ever heard a song and felt like it was written just for you? If you said yes to any of those, don't worry, we're in the same boat, kind of obsessed with music, and with good reason. From the first lullaby we hear as babies to the last song played at a loved one's funeral, music is with us through life's most important moments. It can turn listeners into time travelers and artists into philosophers, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. Music is universal and means something different to everyone who hears it. So I ask you, as I speak, to think about what the power of music means to you. One way that music is so powerful is that it can literally alter your brain chemistry. When you listen to music, your brain releases a cocktail of key neurotransmitters and hormones that can change the way you feel, often within seconds. If you hear a song, specifically those you really love, the ones that give you chills all over, dopamine is released in your brain. This is a neurotransmitter, which is more commonly referred to as the feel-good chemical, which shows that just a quick 2-minute listen to your favorite song can dramatically improve your mood. However, dopamine isn't the only brain chemical at play here. If you're singing in a group or in group settings listening to music, like concerts, the release of oxytocin is triggered. This is known as the bonding chemical, and oxytocin is the reason that group music feels so powerful, because your brain is flooded with connection chemicals. So for me, when I was at a Billy Joel concert, crying my eyes out, it wasn't me being dramatic, it was because they're changing chemicals in my brain, right? One final insane way that music can alter your brain is through the release of endorphins. Endorphins can dull pain and increase pleasure, which shows that music could technically kind of act as a natural painkiller. If that doesn't show the power of music, I don't know what does. So, as well as changing your brain, music can be instrumental. It can be a catalyst for social change and drive movements in so many ways. Apartheid was a system of racial segregation and discrimination in South Africa from 1948 to 1994. It was imposed by the country's National Party government and aimed to keep the white minority in power. I know what you're thinking. What does this have to do with music? And just bear with me a sec. After apartheid was abolished, the South African government faced the challenge of uniting a once split nation. So they decided that a new national anthem was necessary to do this. Their solution was to combine Nkosi Sikelel' Afrika, a hymn used as a protest song during apartheid, with parts of the old Afrikaans anthem, Die Sem van Suid-Afrika. Nkosi Sikelel' Afrika means God bless Africa. And by combining this with the old anthem, it not only did what they hoped, uniting the people, it also created a community of diversity and acceptance, all through music. Nkosi Sikelel' Afrika isn't just a song. It shows African pride, resistance, healing, and unity. And the power of combining a song which represents the past with one that represents the future is immeasurable, showing how music can reflect our ever-changing world, shaping not just brains, but hearts and minds. All right, so music can change our brains, and it can change society, but how about how it can change lives? Music holds a special place in almost everyone's hearts, including mine. Whether it's Shake It Off by Taylor Swift, which brings me right back to when I was 5, dancing around my kitchen, or You're Gonna Go Far by Noah Khan, which brings back the same emotions I felt moving countries for the first time, or Ribs by Lorde, which makes me think of my best friends. I can think of a million different examples of deep, personal connections I have to songs, and I'm sure you can too. Music brings me back to so many times in my life, which is yet another way it's so powerful. It can be like a time machine, taking both listeners and artists back to their best and their worst moments, from cradle to grave. Now, I said at the start of my speech that music is universal and means something different to everyone, which is one final way it's so powerful. Music can give you shivers, it can make you laugh, it can make you cry, and it can help you relieve your emotions. Everyone has their own music tastes, like our fingerprints, but there's one constant, which is the way it evokes emotions in all of us. Emotions that we might not have known that we had before listening to it. To conclude, we've covered that music is obviously very powerful. It can alter our brain, heal us, unite communities, change society, relieve emotions, and bring us back to our past. So as I finish, I ask just two things of you. The first is, as you drive home tonight, listening to music, or just the next time you hear a song, think about what the power of music means to you. Maybe I've given you some ideas. And the second one is that we continue to support music and the arts. In our ever-changing world, creativity and imagination can sometimes feel scarce, but they're out there, in the songs we sing and in the chords we play. So I ask you, please, don't let anyone turn the volume down on music, because after all, what would life be without a song or a dance? Thank you.